Brainy presents 8 Struggles of Being a Deep Thinker. Thinking is one of the most important functions we have. Our incredible minds set us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. We have an understanding of ourselves, our situations, our habits, and our world that no other species can fathom. With this awareness, we have ideas, make decisions, learn, and grow. And while the ability to really think about things in depth is a true gift, it's not without its drawbacks. Yes, it allows one to delve into the very essence of things, to look for answers to questions not many people ask. But it can also be challenging to navigate the world if you're so aware mentally. Here are some common struggles of being a deep thinker. Number 1, can have a hard time relating to others. Aside from leaning toward introversion, deep thinkers generally dislike many culturally accepted norms and social expectations, making socializing a bit challenging for them. They like to analyze human nature and group dynamics in depth, which affects how they interact with people on a day-to-day basis. Deep thinkers easily spot when someone is faking niceties or just interested in gossip, so they tend to quickly disengage from conversations. And while this particular ability helps them steer clear of inauthentic people, it also secludes them. Number 2, prone to overthinking. It's not surprising that being a deep thinker leads to overthinking things. Everything means something, and deep thinkers tend to overanalyze to the point of self-criticism. They can be especially hard on themselves, even if the mistake is inconsequential. It's hard for these folks to take life easy, and since they think about everything in depth, they sometimes focus on the dark clouds instead of the silver lining. Number 3, can be indecisive. Those who think too much spend too much time deciding. They're the type to draw up a mental pros and cons list because they would rather take the time to learn than regret their decisions later. They also worry about what might happen if they make the wrong choice. At times, they can be uncertain, even when it comes to the most trivial decisions. Number 4, often lost in thought and disconnected from reality. For deep thinkers, it's easy to get lost in their thoughts. These people love books and films, and they are fascinated by science and technology. They can fully immerse themselves into a different world altogether, becoming oblivious to everything happening around them. Their minds can be puzzled by a problem or busy analyzing ideas. Reality gets boring, tedious, and sometimes just unpleasant, but a deep thinker can escape from it without moving from their chair. At times, though, they can struggle to check back into mundane life. Number 5, a tendency to worry about global problems. Even though deep thinkers like to disconnect from reality, they are well aware of what's going on in the world. They always see the big picture, which inevitably leads them to be concerned about things greater than their lives, especially when it comes to global problems. And since they are sensitive souls, news concerning death, poverty, war, and famine have a much stronger effect on them than on the average person. Not only do they see what's happening, they know why it's happening. Human greed, selfishness, and thirst for power. This can leave them feeling quite pessimistic about the future of the world. Number 6, may experience long periods of introspection and sadness. It's common for deep thinkers to experience feelings of melancholy. Some days, it's the weight of responsibility on their shoulders. Other days, it's the state of the world's affairs. In some cases, they go from quiet reflection to self-criticism, and they continue down a rabbit hole of negativity. As a result, deep thinkers typically endure higher levels of stress and anxiety than others. Number 7, can be impractical. It may sound impossible, but deep thinkers can, in fact, be impractical. Everyday life can be monotonous for them, so they may find themselves neglecting things like paperwork or housekeeping. Sometimes they don't give these activities as much importance and time. They can also be absent-minded and forget about things like appointments. Even the most intelligent people can be adept at science and technology, but fall short of practical skills when dealing with the reality of the daily grind. Number 8, can have a hard time falling asleep. Since deep thinkers have their brains in overdrive almost all of the time, it can be hard for them to fall asleep. In the quiet of the night, they get more alone time to play back past circumstances in their heads and pick apart random instances. And it gets worse if they have a device on hand, as they can simply read up on the things they're worried about, which only heightens their anxiety. Of course, this doesn't mean that all deep thinkers suffer from insomnia, but more often than not, they have trouble falling asleep, which can negatively affect their schedules. As you can see, being a deep thinker can be a curse just as much as a gift. Deep thinkers are more aware of the state of things around them, making it hard to stay positive and focus on their own well-being. Because of this, they often feel like they can't fit in anywhere. It's not that they think they are better than others. They just don't share the majority's views, values, and interests. They might feel misunderstood and lonely at times, as they struggle to find someone to discuss all those profoundly deep topics on their minds. What do you think? Do you consider yourself a deep thinker? Which of these things do you struggle with the most? Share your thoughts in comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.